Kata Call Sukan Podcast with me, Arif Daniel. Dan bersama saya ada guest host yang berbeza tiap-tiap kali. So, sebelum saya introduce dia, boleh macam test mic sikit tak?
Alu test.
Okay. So, saya panggil dia hari ni. He's my really good friend. We work together, not kerja hakiki, passion wise. Kita punya coordinating punya Padang Bola Sepak and all. You guys can check Padang Bola Sepak on Instagram also. So he's one of the coordinators. And to me, he is the Hey Arnold of Malaysia.
Oh no, Mr. Ozil.
So basically, kalau korang tengok dekat YouTube sekarang, if you guys tak dengar, kalau korang dengar suara saja, korang tak tahulah. Sebab muka dia sebiji macam Hey Arnold of Nickelodeon tu. But yeah, so welcome to the show, Mr. Imran Saiful.
Hello BCS, hello Call Sukan.
Alright, how you doing?
Thank you for having me here.
Kita salam sikit. Alright boys. So hari ni kita nak sembang pasal sukan baru yang tak pernah ada dalam Call Sukan. Betul?
Okay.
Sukan apa itu?
Okay, hari ni aku dengar kita akan cakap pasal Pilates.
Pilates, okay.
Have you heard of Pilates?
Betul. Aku tahu origin dia.
Okay. Pernah try?
Aku tahu origin dia. Sebab aku off recording tadi aku tanya guest dia.
I see. Okay. So maybe let's have the guest itself to introduce to us about Pilates.
Okay. So we
have us with here Raihan.
Hello Raihan. Raihan is a Pilates instructor yang sangat-sangat experienced, and she has been doing Pilates. Dia ada community sendiri, betul?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Hello Raihan, welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm glad and stoked to be here today.
Okay, so we're going to speak about Pilates. Tapi sebelum kita nak cakap pasal Pilates, we want to get to know about you. Betul tak Imran? Kita nak kenal dia dulu, who you are. So, do you mind sharing with the audience, the listeners, the viewers, who are you? And macam mana you mula minat sukan and then terus ke Pilates?
Okay, sure. Alright. Thank you so much first and foremost for having me here today. All the lovely crew here that has set up, and also seeing familiar faces. It makes it very comfortable to be on this podcast.
Okay, teruskan.
Okay, so basically my name's Raihan and I've been teaching Pilates for the past 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
And then I initially got into it sebab I was actually in martial arts.
Martial arts.
Don't go on a tangent. We're on Pilates.
What type of martial arts?
I did karate up till black belt.
Black belt?
Yeah.
What?
Karate.
Is
Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Karate is Japanese.
Karate is Japanese. Taekwondo is Korean. In case you didn't know.
Kalau korang tak tahu, sebab kita ada Taekwondo punya episode.
Yes,
a few episodes
that's a difference.
Back. Yes, itu from Korea. The Karate is from Japanese.
Yes, correct.
From Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So initially I wanted to go into something a little bit more active, and then I really didn't know what I wanted to go into.
Okay.
Tapi I was venturing or leaning towards sports science. Nak jadi physio lah, like the generic cheesy old thing. I mean, like a lot of people who are active go into sports science. Kan physio, a lot of my friends do. And then I was leaning towards that, but my mom was like, oh, there's this new thing called Pilates. Not many people do it. And then I macam, it looks so froofy. It looks so like it. I don't know, there's just something about it. When you first look at it, you're like, what can it do? You kind of underestimate the ability and also the benefits that it has. So macam, my mom said, okay, try it out, because there's not many hijabi instructors in Malaysia. Yes.
And that was in 2019-ish, 2018?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Prior to that, yeah. Actually,
Tapi sebelum tu you tak pernah
tried it out?
Yeah.
Nope, tak pernah. It was spurred by my mom.
tak pernah dengar pasal.
No. Kalau you told me to read that thing, I would think it's pilot. So what is Pilates? You know, I wouldn't think to pronounce it that way. Yeah.
Okay.
So she spurred me on to try my first class, and then I really liked it. And even when I went for my martial arts training and stuff like that, my sensei would say like, there's something different about you in terms of your execution of movement. It's much better. You have better awareness of your body. You have better control. So I really like that. So I think that pushed me further into the practice of wanting to become a Pilates instructor. Yeah.
Then you minat terus, your macam mana kata, your jiwa tu adalah dalam karate dululah.
Oh yes.
Oh, so masih lagi lah.
I mean, not as much.
Tapi kalau people you out there mess with her, then keluar lah bakat.
Black belt, okay.
Jangan main-main.
But last time during karate, you were not like instructor ke apa lah? Would you just?
I was an instructor.
Instructor
yeah,
for karate as well.
I taught karate, yeah.
Oh.
So that's why like it translated well. Shout out to my senseis. They whatever I did in karate training and also as an instructor in karate, it helped a lot in my fitness industry and also in becoming an instructor, because people think it's just a certification, but I think personality wise and also being a teacher is much different. I think anyone can tell you that.
Yes.
If you're like a football coach, if you're like a teacher at a school, anyone really, to teach something is an ability and a skill.
Okay.
So I was not always good at that, tapi I feel like being in karate itself and what they taught us there really helped translate into my Pilates practice.
Daripada sekolah dah masuk karate?
Primary 1.
Oh, we had a guest actually, Imran, hari tu. We just to share with you. So speaking about taekwondo lah.
Yeah.
So one of them memang Mr. Adli. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming for Call Sukan. Dia daripada tadika. You primary 1. Dia daripada tadika tapi dia buat taekwondo.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the best time.
Yeah, and then till today. And you jadi from primary 1 sampai jadi instructor.
Yeah. Till like I dropped it for a bit, but I moved around, and then when I came back, I was looking for something to do again. Like I miss that, like doing something physical.
So you study social science?
Sports science.
Sports science?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Tapi lain lah. Bukan pasal sports
No,
lah.
tak.
Bukan
So
pasal
I went into
karate.
like more. No, tak ada. So I went into Pilates. So Pilates itself, what people think is just like exercises and stretches, but actually there's a rehabilitation side to it.
Okay.
So I would say it's injury prevention, and also in a way it's rehabilitation. So after you got the injury, how you're gonna like pulih balik.
Okay, so a bit more last about yourself. Just ask. So your karate and Pilates tu, the zen is the same ke atau different?
No, different.
Oh, lain lah.
It's so vastly different. Beza gila.
Satu satu.
Wait, tak ada hum tu yoga.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. The more we learn,
So kita
I'm
akan
pretty
belajar.
sure a lot of
Kita akan
people
belajar.
on here think that yoga and Pilates are the same.
Betul. Yang tahu masuk studio, korang buat sama kan?
Tak ada hum.
Tak ada Okay.
Sorry lah, tak ada hum.
Okay, so your Pilates instructor terus daripada let me construct balik. You are terus jadi Pilates instructor tapi you tak join Pilates class.
So basically, after I joined that first class, I did it as a client. So when I saw I could reap the benefits in karate, I macam, okay, I'm gonna try this out. And then that's when I went for a course. So you have to go for a certification, like a diploma like that.
For Pilates
ni?
nak jadi Pilates instructor.
Correct. Yeah. Because you have to learn about anatomy and physiology. It's not just stretches like, okay, angkat tangan semua. No. There's an art to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So today, after speaking about Pilates, maybe you can touch a bit like how to be the instructor, your journey lah.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So now kita nak tanya lah Imran kan. Kita nak tanya terus straight. Actually, what is Pilates?
Yeah.
Yes, the origin of
Pilates.
So, orang-orang yang Call Sukan tak pernah dengar tahu pasal Pilates in Call Sukan lah. Kalau diorang dengar pasal Call Sukan je, kita tak pernah panggil Pilates.
Okay.
So you're the first.
The first
so
one.
do you mind sharing to everyone, the listeners and the viewers, what is Pilates?
Okay, this is cool. So Pilates, I would say, in an elevator pitch, is like it will strengthen what is like weak and loose,
Okay.
and then it will tighten whatever. Sorry, it will strengthen whatever is weak, and then it will basically loosen whatever is tight. So you want that balance in between, because a lot of times people focus on a lot more flexibility. Tapi macam with Pilates, we focus on strength melding together with flexibility.
Okay.
So I would say macam it's strength training, it's resistance training.
Okay.
Yeah, but with your body weight, if you're doing it on mat, and then kalau you guna the machine, I know nowadays people commonly when they hear Pilates, they think about the reformer machine. Yeah.
Okay.
So the reformer machine has resistance.
Okay.
That's the thing about it. So I would say dia macam injury prevention sebab let's say if your mom cannot really like do squats standing up.
Okay.
When you lie down on the reformer machine, you can do squats, weighted squats, tapi lying down.
Okay.
Faham tak? You kena tolak the bar and then you bend, and it's basically a squat, tapi you have less room for error.
So nama firstly, is it a sport lah? Like is this an exercise ke?
I wouldn't consider it sport necessary.
A workout.
Yeah, it's more of a workout.
Workout for a certain hardcore workout kan?
Yeah, it can be hardcore. So it really depends. But now you have like beginner classes, you have intermediate, you have advanced.
Okay.
So macam beginner classes are a little bit more accessible. And then it can be hardcore because they're macam strength training. You know how you lift weights, you add like you want to get your PR and then you add more weights until the point of like fatigue and exhaustion.
Okay.
That's somewhat the same concept with Pilates. Tapi Pilates you focus on more reps. So you keep things fairly light. And then once you nail that movement and then you feel like, okay, I can grasp this better, then you add more weight. Because that's how you grow muscle, right?
Lah macam pergi gym ke?
Betul, macam pergi gym. It's just that Pilates, I would say, is the method. Because it's like you have yoga, which is more traditional and more spiritual.
Okay.
Kan, the root is Hinduism, right?
Okay.
Kan, at the root of it all.
Oh.
Are you learning something new?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So actually, it's something very spiritual. So that's why if you join a yoga class, there's movements to it that can be macam very spiritual. If you ask a person who's very knowledgeable about this, not me,
Okay.
but the movements are supposed to mimic like prayer. So that's why it's called a sun salutation.
Something new, right?
Faham tak?
Faham?
Okay.
You guys are so precious.
So basically dia
It's a method.
the method lah.
Yeah, so
cara.
the method is called Pilates. Sebab like we talked just now, the name of the guy is Joseph Pilates.
Joseph
Joseph
Pilates.
Pilates.
So basically off recording tadi I cakap, so kalau yang dia pencipta Pilates.
Correct.
So adik dia Joseph Reformer, bukan? Bukan kan?
Tidak.
Okay. So
He's a Dutch guy.
So basically Pilates ni contohnya kalau you masuk like a normal studio in Klang Valley.
Yes.
So dia ada macam a few classes and all
Yes.
kan. Cakap macam pernah masuk. Aku tak pernah masuk.
Tapi hypothetically.
Pernah tengok lah dekat all the social media kan.
Yeah.
This class today semua. Dia ada banyak lah. Selain dia ada yoga, ada apa lagi? Pilates. Ada bar.
I heard
Ada bar, yeah.
And then even Pilates also, they have like the reformer class and then also like
Mat class.
mat Pilates, right?
Dia ada
And
hot juga
Yeah.
Okay.
So these
So
are
dia-
all like in modern day versions
see.
of it. Macam not reformer, tapi macam if we're dialing it back, like rooting it back to Pilates itself, it's just a method. For those of you that wonder what it is, because a lot of people come in and then they're baca macam pilots ni apa, and then they think like
Pilots? Asal
yeah,
pilot?
sebab
Correct.
Pilates.
They thought pronounce it as pilots, not Pilates.
Aku pun tahu.
Kita dah tahu orang pergi.
Okay, sorry.
Nampak
Pada
social
sesiapa
media.
dekat luar sana yang rasa pilot, I'm with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Aviation.
Okay. So John apa nama dia?
Joseph.
Joseph
Tahu dah orang putih.
Joseph Pilates, right?
Yes, correct.
Do you mind sharing a bit about the origin? Kenapa tiba-tiba dia
He created this
berhak
method?
untuk
Yeah,
nama?
when and why?
So this was during one of the world wars. Okay.
Oh, lama
yes,
dah.
it's really a long time ago he started this method. So
Okay.
his method, he was actually a very sickly guy.
Okay.
So he was trying to
Okay.
find a way for the body to be able to heal itself again through methods of like movement. Yeah, so dia punya movement with Pilates is actually a lot of like gymnastics and a lot more aerobics.
Okay.
If you actually see the videos, the old videos, dia banyak macam tu. Like I make you terbalik-terbalik in class, right?
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah,
context
I don't like
everyone,
that.
Imran also pernah pergi to
Kelas
Pilates.
Raihan punya kelas.
Sekali je lah tak pergi dah.
He got traumatized.
Okay. Teruskan. So
Yeah.
he's from Germany kan you kata?
Correct. Yeah, he's a German.
And when he
Yeah.
started that, at what age was he? Do you know?
Oh, I'm not
Like-
too sure, but he was not super young.
Okay,
Yeah.
sebab
But
dia
he
nak-
was a sickly child.
Ya, dia nak method untuk dia sihat ke?
Betul.
Untuk dia bergerak ke?
Bergerak, ya.
Okay.
Untuk bersihat pula. Untuk sihat. Yeah.
Okay.
Because basically dia punya body was very weak and frail. So he was trying to find a method that complemented his body and his abilities. So if you
menarik.
know the reformer, the machine yang korang nampak that's very fancy today.
Okay.
Initially, it was from a bed. The inspiration is a bed because he wants people who are like bedridden to
Bedridden
still
pun boleh
be able
buat.
to exercise.
I see.
Okay. Tapi time tu tak ada yoga. Kenapa dia tak buat yoga?
Maybe yoga was not brought to all the way to
dekat
Germany
dia lah. Dia tak tahu lah.
Maybe not,
So
yeah.
dia nak cari method
Not
baru.
in Europe yet.
Tak
that
kena
time.
colonize
Mungkin dia
lagi.
nak,
Tak
dia,
kena
nak,
lagi.
dia nak cipta fenomena baru lah
Correct.
kot. Which is sampai hari ni kita buat
Correct.
topik dekat
Betul.
Berkongsi kan.
Yes.
Yeah, so shout out to Joseph Pilates.
Correct.
Honestly, I did not know yang Pilates ni nama daripada seorang
Nama orang.
Dan orang tu bukan perempuan tapi lelaki. Sebab in Klang Valley ni
Plot twist.
semua like mostly
that is one thing that we want to like fix our perspective as well. We thought like macam Pilates mostly like perempuan yang pergi kan. Maybe we get to know more later on.
So dia cipta and he conduct a class ke?
So basically he has his method, and then after that he had students like macam people who ambil alih and then learn under him, macam Padawan macam tu. And then people made their own method. So that's why dia macam ada mazhab-mazhab dia. So dia ada, it's like every single sport has its politics, right? But this is not a sport, it's more like a method. So macam this person learns the method and then they do it in their own way, and then this person learns it and then they do it their own way. So that's why macam you will hear macam classical Pilates and then you'll hear contemporary Pilates, and that's a big debate that you can have with a lot of instructors. Tapi today we're going to keep it very simple.
Kita surface je. Kita surface. Kita tak ada nak ni. So basically that's how the whole Pilates started.
The origin of Pilates.
And started from Germany.
No, not Germany itself, but by a German.
By a German.
Dia dekat mana? Masa dia start tu? Tak tahulah.
Moved around a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Moved around a lot.
During the World War dulu?
World War, correct.
Bukanlah like recent times ke apa, bukan?
No, not recent times. This is a very, very old method. Yeah.
Now, I wanted to ask about Pilates in Malaysia. Macam mana dia mula kembang? Because like few years back, Pilates ni macam pickleball now. Like in current recording is 2025. Semua orang nak berpickleball. And then at a few years back, semua orang nak berpilates. Until today still. The hype is still there. So, do you mind sharing how Pilates came to Malaysia?
Okay. I would say macam back when I first started it you only had like a handful of studios. You didn't have many. And people who would do it are people who have the capacity to pay for the sessions. Because actually, Pilates was never a group kind of setting. It was never meant to be a group setting. Only in this day and age, like maybe in the last 3-4 years, you've noticed it booming, right?
It's not group.
It's not meant to be group.
So individual, like
it's supposed to be individual.
So Joseph tu ajar individu.
So if you see the old videos and stuff like that, so that's why they macam rehab session. Have you seen like people go for a physio? So Pilates was meant to be like that. So it's a method and a way for you to rehabilitate yourself. So that's why I say it's injury prevention, but it's also a way to rehabilitate if you've already gotten the injury. So that's why initially in Malaysia itself, people who did Pilates were a lot of physiotherapists.
And agak-agak around what year was that? Like when Pilates started in Malaysia, by any chance if you know?
My God, like 10 years ago dah.
10 years.
10 years plus tadi dah ada dah. Tapi it's just that in comparison with yoga, Pilates was not very accessible to a lot of people in terms of the price. Because if you were doing it one-on-one, you're basically paying like for physio price of like doing one-on-one.
Faham.
So only in recent years that people started making it a group class. So you get to make it cheaper. Lagi murah. Because the more people you have in a class, the cheaper it is, right? So it's given people accessibility to join group classes.
Dan dia dulu ada Pilates studio, dia merge dengan ada studios
physio
yang buat
ni.
all the physios ke?
Mostly it will be with physio. So they will hire physiotherapists and then they'll teach physiotherapists the Pilates method. Because Pilates ni is a way for exercising. Just like you would do yoga as a way to exercise, Pilates is a way for you to exercise also.
Sejujurnya sekarang ni dalam my head, dia Pilates ni dia masih macam dia macam stretching and like
more for on flexibility rather than strength, is it?
Rather than strength. Bukan.
That was
it's
my
stretch and
perspective
strength.
Sebab tengok kalau Insta story yang saya follow tu, dia orang akan buat macam stretch semua tu kan. Betul, kadang-kadang ada lah macam handstand tu. That's all Pilates, right? Bukan ke tu yoga?
Okay, that is more, if you see like a handstand with Pilates, this is where it gets a bit tricky. So you have contemporary, you have classical. So classical is like a set amount of moves that Joseph Pilates has designed. And then nowadays people tend to like take that, like the original, and then build up into a modern day version of it. And then people like to mess around and stuff like that. Handstand tu semua bukan Pilates, okay? That one is just people like using whatever they've learned outside and then applying it into Pilates itself.
Okay, before kita tanya pasal like in the Malaysia punya more studios ke apa ke, all that, nak tanya pasal like attire and like the machine. You said machine,
reformer
kan?
machine.
That different thing, right? The same thing.
What do you mean?
The reformer is the same thing as Pilates.
Yes.
Yeah, reformer is the machine. Right? And Pilates
Nama
is the
mesin
workout.
tu.
Okay, so the attire to wear masa Pilates pakai apa?
Try suit.
Pakai asalkan
Honestly,
selesa ke?
Okay, asalkan selesa.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like you will go for weightlifting, you go to the gym, you pakai apa?
Pakai singlet.
Okay, pakai singlet masuk kelas Pilates.
Tapi kalau tak ada orang lah.
Yeah.
Secure sikit.
Ingat kan macam kena pakai like like
Cute.
tights punya ni. I mean like you cannot wear like baggy punya ni, takut like because you're using machine ke, or maybe
It's the same as you pergi gym. You don't want to wear like things that will get stuck in the machine, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same concept. It's just that macam in Malaysia itself, I think people get a bit scared, takut nak join classes sebab you have to dress a certain way. You need to look a certain way. Because I know it looks like it looks put together, right?
Yes.
But I would like to say to every single person out there that wants to try Pilates, find the right studio, find the right instructor, find the right crowd. Because then you'll feel at home. It's just like being at a gym. Kalau you tak jumpa your crew, you don't feel comfortable, right?
Okay.
I agree.
Attire dah settle. So sekarang ni macam contohnya you say it related dengan physiotherapy.
Yeah.
Kan? So physiotherapy, kalau I pergi physio tu, dia akan bagi macam banyak-banyak jenis macam like benda gerak, ada electric thing ke.
Okay,
and then
Pilates
dia
tak ada
letak
electric thing.
ice ke, panas punya benda ke, tu benda tempat yang you sakit. Okay. So ada apa alat-alat atau equipments of Pilates?
Okay.
itu
So it's
soalan
kind of like macam you pergi gym, you ada treadmill kan?
Yes.
Okay. So you pergi Pilates, you ada reformer. Reformer is one of the machines that looks like a bed.
Itu yang tarik tu bukan
Tadi.
I think you macam boleh duduk atas tu and then like
you baring macam katil tu.
Okay.
And then you basically exercise while you're lying down. And then there's several other apparatus like macam Cadillac. Like I'm gonna say a bunch of things and you're gonna think like apa ni? But you need to like Google it.
So basically dia banyak lah.
Yes, there's several apparatus. So basically he did all these different kind of apparatus for you to like kind of up your game lah.
I think ada weights juga kan, like you can sometimes you use weights and then like what do we call that ball, or just a ball?
It's just a squishy
The
ball.
squishy
ball.
Okay.
So that is for like when you are doing
The
Pilates,
movement.
like reformer Pilates, right?
Yeah.
But how about like we have also mat Pilates kan? So mat Pilates is just without the reformer lah.
Without the reformer,
I
it's just
see.
body weight.
Body weight.
Body weight. So just like macam yoga, you use your body weight kan.
Okay.
Tapi yoga dia ada macam set movements and methods that you follow.
Okay.
So the patterns that you do, it's the same with like Pilates. You have certain movements and methods that you do on the mat. So that's why the mat Pilates.
Okay.
What are there else? Like so mat Pilates, reformer, and then do you have any
Cadillac, you have chair, you have
Chair
barrel. Yes.
Barrel.
Yes,
Tak pernah dengar
barrel.
dah. And do you instruct all that as well, or just
No, I don't instruct all of it. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, as an instructor, you can like cover all of the apparatus, and then it gives you a different kind of opportunity to challenge your body lah. Sebab kalau tak, yang common nowadays is reformer.
Reformer
Yeah,
lah.
people like reformer.
Okay.
Because it's easy and accessible. You're basically lying down, and it's less distracting.
Is it?
Is it?
I buat pergi macam susah.
You tak rasa relax ke?
The instructor tu lah macam no lah, I'm just kidding.
So basically the contohnya you said sekarang ni that my head dia dah lebih ke physiotherapy.
A bit,
Kan?
yeah, I would say.
So
Yeah.
orang pergi physio sebab dia sakit. Kan? Tapi orang pergi
Pilates, injury prevention.
Injury prevention.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Because
Ladies
you
and
know
gentlemen.
compared to like you dah sakit baru you buat benda tu, you buat sebelum you
So
dapat
you
benda tu,
macam
yeah.
stretch out and you betul-betul strengthenkan
Yeah.
your all your muscles
Yeah.
supaya you kalau you buat the real sports yang, atau apa-apa yang you buat.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So I would say like it's not like just Pilates, it's Pilates and
Pilates and.
So macam let's say you do golf and then you want to do Pilates to basically do something more for your athletic performance.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can do Pilates and then that can be a whole program particularly for your golf. So if you play football pun, you can, like if you've seen, that's for all you people who play football and then you think it's a girl, like Pilates is a
Pilates
girl
for girls
sport.
only,
No, Cristiano Ronaldo does Pilates.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
He has a
Have you seen it?
reformer machine, okay? Mo Salah does Pilates also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe you can tell us a bit like why do
People do.
I mean like these athletes, why do they do like Pilates rather than like
Tapi dia ada
gym?
physio juga. Dia
Dia
buat
ada
semua
physio.
lah.
Buat semua, yes.
Dia buat semua
Because
lah.
it's well-rounded.
But what does it like build? Like what kind of muscles ke? Sebab
Oh yeah, it helps build like macam generally like with footballers you need hip flexor strength, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So a lot of them actually do not have hip flexor strength. So with the
Okay.
Pilates machine, you're actually putting on the weight, and then it's a weight yang macam not too heavy and it's safe. You know, it's like gradual small amounts of weight and resistance. So you're mimicking the same thing that you would do like during a game, tapi at a slower pace. That's how your muscles get tired and like stronger also lah. Yeah.
So contohnya kalau Pilates ni, contohnya I nak cakap, I nak my kaki, I nak macam
Focus a little bit more. Boleh.
Ada
Yes.
kelas yang fokus on kaki
So
ke?
that's why initially it started out as a one-on-one session, because then you would have these sessions where you macam cater for what you want to do.
I see.
With a group class, you will generally have things where it's like
General lah.
It's general lah. Most commonly, people will teach full body classes. So you'll have like arms, you have abs, you have glutes, you have legs. Macam tu semua.
That's why lah tadi Raihan ada cakap the classes now like split into like beginner, intermediate and like advanced.
Okay,
Betul.
do you mind
Betul.
explaining the beginner, middle, hard, type of classes? Kenapa ada beginner? Adakah weight dia lagi tambah ke?
Different movements
Boleh.
ke?
Yeah,
lagi
so it can
laju
be
ke?
weight, it can be speed, but at the root of it all, Pilates, there are the principles there.
Okay.
So this is where it gets a bit tricky also again, because you have like classical and you have the contemporary. So
Okay.
nowadays ada ramai je orang cakap macam what is it, like HIIT Pilates.
HIIT Pilates,
HIIT
because HIIT is
Pilates.
another thing also,
HIIT is
right?
another thing. So basically it's just Pilates tapi higher intensity.
Yeah,
Oh.
just to recap kepada kalau tak pernah dengar, first time listeners, HIIT is HIIT.
Correct.
High intensive
interval training.
High intensity interval training. Yes,
Yes.
so that's HIIT.
Yeah. So
Okay,
basically
sambung.
they found ways to like modernize it and like it's just ways to make Pilates interesting lah. Tapi I would say that Pilates and reformer is two different things. Orang sekarang ambil reformer machine tu and then they do things that they do in the gym. So I would say just separate the machine itself as reformer machine. Tapi Pilates is a method. So not to make you like dizzy and confused.
No, I'm not. I'm okay.
I know. Okay.
I'm fully zen here. Raihan masuk. Tapi ada zen tak kan? Tak ada zen lah kan? Kau betul-betul tengah straightening your
Yeah, so
core
actually
ke
dia
apa?
tak ada
Workout
zen.
lah.
Tapi the thing
Banyak
is
maki-maki
it's
kat
just
lah.
like macam lelaki pergi gym, lepas tu dengar cigarettes after sex, lepas tu tengah fokus kan. Lepas tu macam tu lah perempuan.
Grunt lah.
Korang dah macam tapi kita dah tak lah. We're very like poker face kita dahsyat lah.
Oh, okay. Korang control lah.
Kontrol kontrol.
Sebab dekat dalam studio tu akan ada the content person akan ambil the kelas.
Yes,
semua.
and also
So,
sometimes
kena
that's
cover.
sped up, okay? That's sped up. The speed is like quicker. So you nampak macam senang je, tapi benda tu bila buat slow lagi susah.
Oh, saying like the video.
Yeah, the
the video is
video.
laju. Bukan.
Sebab ada tengok Instagram videos macam senang, it looks calm.
Okay, tak adalah. I tak cakap senang I tak cakap
Okay,
senang.
sorry, calm.
Nak calm.
Calm.
Sebab macam selalu nampak macam kalau nak tengok orang yang I follow ke apa, kalau dia post on their socials macam peluh, yes, but they're like done, and then feel energized, feel happy, feel like life has changed
Tapi
me.
dia tak post lah. Yang lepas tu dia turun tangga kaki ketar-ketar, dia tak post lah kan. Because that's what my sister said. Dia macam cakap nampak macam okay lah when they post on Instagram macam yang cantik-cantik
It's not.
comel kan. And then when they come home like sakit kaki
Cantik-cantik
you know.
comel.
Yelah. Okay, faham.
Yeah.
Okay.
Macam korang main football, korang macam I'm like a new man now. It's the same.
Kau je, bukan aku.
Aku lah.
New man. Okay, faham. I totally have ni baru like half an hour, halfway through of the show. I tak rasa like the half an hour tadi and half an hour sekarang so different about Pilates.
Betul. Now our perspective is like very different already.
Oh yeah. I think kalau you guys also like, if you guys are continuing are still with us, we will now talk about before that, anything pasal Pilates lagi yang you nak sembang? before
no.
we go to like you as an instructor?
Correct.
Any questions that you guys have
Any
about it?
question? So basically kita recap lah.
Yeah, because I like your perspective sebab korang macam tak ada background in knowing what it is.
Yes.
So like as a person, like let's say you're coming up to a studio and then what's your like reservation about joining a Pilates class?
Yep.
Korang macam like what's holding you back from trying a Pilates class? Do you think like as you touch
There's
upon
that.
you macam because it's for girls?
Speaking of that kan, speaking of that kita cakap pasal Pilates ni, dia macam if run, I can just wear my shoe and I can just run.
Correct.
Yeah, and then there's no fee. So the fee, do you mind telling like how is the average fee?
Yeah, average. Like maybe, and then for beginner and advanced pun lain ke the price or?
Tak. So nowadays you have this app called ClassPass.
Yes,
ClassPass. Okay.
So ClassPass is a very, very helpful app if you're still searching for the studio that you like.
Okay.
So macam that app, you can actually subscribe to a certain amount of credits.
Okay.
And then those credits you can use for the classes. The classes will change depending on how big and how booming the like response is. So dia macam Grab fee lah. Tiba-tiba naik tinggi, tiba turun.
Dia
Tapi
boleh
it's dia berubah. Tapi it's a good opportunity for you to try different studios.
Okay.
But if you can, and I know it's not the easiest thing to ask, but if you can buy direct packages from studios that you love, it helps sustains the studio.
Okay.
So the fee on an average, this is what I mean by it's not so accessible. That's why for me, I don't push people to take Pilates. I do want you to take it for the fact that it's great for your wellness. Tapi if you can just move at the end of the day, do whatever works best. Like if you run, you know, because the fee can go up to 80 ringgit.
Per class.
Per class.
1 hour class or 2 hour?
50 minutes.
50 minute class.
50 minit.
50 minit.
It's like 10 minutes instructor nak rehat sikit ni, and then the next class usually like back-to-back classes.
Back-to-back classes, correct. Yeah.
So that's the max ke average?
That's an average. But
That's an
some
average.
studios, if they actually macam provide those packages, you can actually get 50 ringgit class, 60 ringgit class.
Okay.
But usually that's the case when you have a reformer machine. Yeah, because you're paying for the machine.
And usually like mat Pilates would be cheaper?
Slightly cheaper.
Slightly cheaper.
Yeah, slightly
Okay.
cheaper.
Speaking of that, kalau contohnya you tak buat macam Pilates kat luar, like macam orang buat Pilates kat luar and then you tak payah bayar studio rental fee.
As in
You
buat
mean-
dekat rumah sendiri macam tu?
Is it?
Rumah sendiri atau kumpul kawan-kawan.
okay.
Ada
Yeah,
je kan?
ada je orang buat private session sendiri. So that's mat Pilates lah.
Oh, mat Pilates.
Mat
okay.
Pilates. But nowadays the thing that has caught people's eyes are the reformer.
Reformer lah.
Yeah, it's like macam you ada a chance to like ride a Lamborghini. You want to ride a Lamborghini. You don't want to like kayu basikal jalan kaki, right? It looks very like wow, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fee done. Not fee my producer, but fee of the price of the Pilates.
And then accessible
average.
wise maybe like
Yeah.
like in terms of studios kan, sekarang dah memang banyak lah.
So
around
go
KL.
on ClassPass to try
So
out.
hanya ClassPass lah. So basically everybody, kalau Raihan tadi saya cakap, let me recap. ClassPass is an app.
Yeah,
It's
so it's
an
kind of
app.
like Grab. You ada Grab, and then Grab kan semua F&B.
Yes.
So ClassPass is like all the gyms
I see.
and
Gym.
studios.
Not just
Gym.
Pilates, we have like gym,
Yeah.
Gym dan
like
stu-
any other workouts as well lah.
Gym dan studio je lah.
Several other things. Tapi now they have branched out into wellness. So you can actually do spa days also with ClassPass. So you beli credit tu, lepas tu you can beli like massage. Tengok dah jadi ad untuk ClassPass.
Pula. But that's the only app lah yang ada sekarang ni currently.
Did you hear about the One Fit?
Oh, yeah, One Fit.
One Fit pun
One Fit.
mencuba dan
One
sedang
Fit was
buat lah.
a
Dah
good,
tutup already.
Dah tutup dah.
Kan?
Ada skandal.
Okay. Surface guys. Sekarang ni kita sembang surface.
But if not, then like Raihan said, then just directly to the studios punya website lah. Then just book directly to the website.
So contohnya, kalau contohnya orang yang tengah dengar watching now, dia tukar app dia kepada Google search Pilates near me.
Yes, yeah.
Akan keluar ClassPass lah, the
studios
first thing lah.
Oh no, not ClassPass. ClassPass is like an app where everything is on there.
Okay.
Tapi kalau you search on Google search, it will keluar like whatever is
The
in the
studios
search
lah
engine
kot.
lah. Keywords. Yeah. So it's not always reliable sebab not every studio is available online. A lot of them have a presence on Instagram kan?
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say start with ClassPass. Because then you
Okay.
can search your area and then the radius also.
Dia basically hanya like Grab kan dia ada Grab Grab Pay semua kan?
Yes.
And you just transfer your money
So this one you have credits lah, subscription.
So you buy the credits?
Yes, you buy the credits to pay for the classes. So let's say you come for my class and then my class is like 9 credits.
9 credits, okay.
If let's say so like 9 credits, then it deducts from the subscription lah.
So just now you say average is like 50 to 80.
Yeah.
So 50 to 80 ringgit tu adalah 9 credits lah.
Oh, that one 80 is like maybe 80 is 9 credits, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
about there.
So the cheapest class kalau macam like ni adalah free trial. Kan? Betul lah kan?
Kelas punya free trial.
The cheapest lah. The cheapest. It's terus in my head. Tapi
smart.
the cheapest credit actually for class is
you can go for a free trial. I think some studios they don't have free trial, tapi they do have trial packages. So let's say macam each class goes for 40 ringgit.
Okay.
So 40 ringgit and then you get like 3 classes, like each class is 40 ringgit, tapi you kena bayar 3 classes terus. So introductory pass. So you dapat 3 classes for each 40 ringgit. So 120 lah.
Okay lah. Okay.
But some studios,
reasonable.
Now it's inflation, guys. So we don't know where's the direction going.
Okay, before we cakap pasal ni, coach bukan coach.
Instructor.
Just call me Raihan.
Me and Imran contohnya in a different day, Imran cakap jom lah boy, kita pergi Pilates class. So and contohnya I bawa another like the listener or yang tengah tengok ni,
Like
come,
maybe
jom
6 or 8 of us.
So walk throughout the whole thing, like from the start until Pilates habis for 50 minit tu kan. So macam mana so, kita mau masuk
Like you introduce
You
about the
want- like,
machine.
nak tahu
you want to know like what's the experience like.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically you masuk and then because it's meant to be injury prevention and it's supposed to be a way to rehabilitate, every single time what an instructor should do and you should look out for if you want to know the instructor is experienced ke tak, is that they ask how are you generally, and also macam if you have injuries or if you have any conditions, you should tell the instructor from the start.
Okay.
Because they want to be able to cater for you. They don't want to be pushing you and then macam setakat tu, because you can just do that at home, watch YouTube lah. So the whole idea of going for in studio classes is that human to human experience of them watching over you and taking care of you.
Okay.
So they should ask you how you are generally, and also
Okay.
macam kalau you have any injuries, if you're pregnant, postpartum, your condition. So let's say if you have ACL injury pun, you should be able to tell your instructor that you have an ACL injury. And you should be telling them, because then they can actually check you and also give you options that suit you.
Then like
And then after that you progress through the class lah. So you'll start off with like maybe depending on what style of the class is beginner, intermediate or advanced. You might do stretches at the start, you might do some breathing practices, and then after that it's mostly like strengthening lah. It looks like movements that are very simple, tapi it's very similar to like things that you would do in the gym. You work like your lats, you work your chest, you work your shoulders. So it's not just stretches. It looks like stretches because maybe a lot of the classical movements look that way. They look very graceful and dancey like.
Okay.
But actually it's a lot of strengthening.
do we change contohnya okay now you tengah cakap ni I tengah bayangkan I dekat dalam kelas tu I dah lepas dah bagi tahu semua bila I masuk dalam the kelas tu dia ada penuh dengan machine ke penuh dengan mat ke depends
Which class you join. So kalau you join reformer Pilates, then it's machine. Kalau you join mat Pilates, then it's mat.
so and maximum per class or minimum
Usually average berapa? Like 8? Or it depends on studios, like how big
Depends
they
on
are.
studios. So this is what I mean. This is what I mean by it started out as a one-on-one thing and a very intimate thing. So I would say a good sign of a studio is that they will push like maybe 8 reformers. More than that is too many because you're on machines. It's like teaching a group class on many things and then things happening concurrently. Like let's say the whole class is are beginners, and then this person fumbles. How is the instructor supposed to watch over everyone, right? Tapi nowadays because people want to make more money, they will try and squeeze like maybe 20 reformers.
20 Ada yang ada sampai 20.
Ada 20.
And only one instructor.
One instructor, yeah.
Okay.
So that's why
Session,
you have to like kind of accept and be very careful of joining large group classes. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I've taught really, really large group classes, but you have to know that you have to trust your instructor lah. Sebab nanti let's say you're doing a movement and you're trying it for the first time, your instructor is not there and this is a group setting, you can get injured kan? So that's why like in PBS also you have all the outlines and the guidelines. Yeah. I don't know if you guys go for Padang Bola Sepak.
PBS is a community of football that all of us play is PBS Padang Bola Sepak. that diorang ada cara main bola
Yes.
sepak dengan injury free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would say it's the same concept with like Pilates. You want to trust that macam your coordinator, your instructor is handling and looking after you well. So if it's like a really large group, that's why you guys make it like very small numbers, right? So you
Yeah.
can always oversee everyone.
Correct.
Tapi kalau it's a really large group, it's hard to oversee people. So these are other factors if you're a beginner, if you want that one-on-one contact and like attention from your instructor, I would suggest like go for smaller groups. Tapi it also depends lah sebab people have to weigh out whether it's accessible, whether it's expensive. So those are many factors to choosing which studio you want to be at.
Faham?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then habis tu ada thank you, bye-bye and
Thank
balik
you,
lah.
bye-bye. Yes.
Ambil gambar.
Ambil gambar.
Kadang-kadang ambil gambar. Yes.
Ambil gambar, lepas tu dah tak post dah. Turun tangga tu.
Turun tangga tu dia dulu.
Okay, faham. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, bila cakap pasal instructor ni semua, kita akan tanya pasal you as an instructor lah. So, how you kena jadi instructor and then how is it like now?
How I kena jadi instructor?
Now, how you jadi instructor lah
I
basically.
think you mentioned about just now you
Ambil
kena ambil
certificate,
certifications
kan?
kan?
Yeah.
So what are the certifications? How long did you take that? Is it like through classes ke?
Yeah,
those kind of
okay.
things.
So it's the same as like macam you know how you have to do practical, you have to do observation.
Okay.
So there's several hours that you kena cover. You know, like macam if you want to become a pilot, let's say you have like the observation, you have the practical, and then you have the actual hours that you have to fly.
Yeah.
So it's the same concept as like Pilates pun. You ada the practical, and then you have like the time yang you kena pergi for the course and listen to the talks and do the modules. So there ada theory dengan practical. So you have to cover those, and then after that you have an exam.
Do
I
you
see.
have to pay ke? Ada macam universiti yang boleh?
No, so mostly like studios will handle that. They will bring in the certificate. They will cover
International certificate lah.
And, yeah, it's an international certificate.
And how long did you went through that? Like few
For
months?
me, it depends how fast you cover the hours lah. Sebab kalau you finish your hours, let's say macam you can finish within 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
Tapi some people like let's say they want to take all the equipment, then it can take up to 1 year, it can take up to 2 years. It depends on your capacity because mind you, a lot of people yang ambil Pilates cert, they already have like full-time jobs or something like that. So they will take this on the side.
Yeah.
This is your full-time job kan?
This is my full-time job.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So basically, it's not easy. You're trying to say that to be the instructor?
Yes, correct. It's not easy. It is not. People think it's just a piece of paper and then you go for weekend course and then okay, graduate, dah dapat stamp, okay, dah jadi instructor.
So
But
tidak
there's
lah.
many factors to it because you can tell the difference between like an experienced instructor and a person who's still figuring out how to navigate the career. Yeah.
Okay. Dia ada ajar macam social skills juga ke? Dia ajar just macam the exercise?
No, they don't ajar social skills, sadly.
Oh.
Yeah,
So,
so
dia tak ajar.
that's what I mean by a lot of people learn Pilates and practice Pilates, but not many people can teach Pilates. So within Malaysia itself, I feel like only a handful of people are really good at it, and I've really enjoyed their classes. Yeah, because like it's just like macam you boleh main bola, tapi you nak ajar orang macam nak kick and stuff like that. Not everyone knows how to convey that.
Okay.
So you're saying you also going to classes like rather than instruct. Oh, okay. You also pergi class lah.
Yeah, self-practice is very important. Keeps you humble and also keeps you your mind going also.
Okay, what's the biggest challenge lah setakat ni you jadi instructor? Boleh share sikit?
Oh my god, this is a good one. That's a good question. Biggest challenge when you have people who sign up for advanced class but actually it's their first time doing
Maybe like the beginner class dah penuh kan, and then they terus register je lah advance.
sebab dia orang tengok timing.
Yalah, make sense as well
Dia
lah.
tengok timing so
Timing
macam okay 6 PM I can make it after work. Tapi dia orang tak sedar benda tu advanced class. So tiba-tiba macam alamak, I kena ajar beginner. Because you wanna not like sorry, please don't come again, leave my class right now.
Yalah,
No, you wanna welcome everyone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that like selalu jadi punya isu.
It's quite common. It's quite common,
okay.
especially if they like you as an instructor or they already used to you. Diorang macam, okay, I nampak Raihan punya nama, okay, book je. So it's
Dengar
like
daripada orang, oh Raihan best.
macam tu. And then diorang macam, oh, time ini available, okay lah, book lah. Macam tu.
So kena baca dia konteks betul-betul kelas
baca
apa.
Betul.
Okay.
Sebab nanti you akan tersiksa. Lepas tu after that you go home, you macam, oh my god, instructor tu tried to kill me.
Dia tak nak pergi dah kan.
Tak nak pergi.
Tak best
Exactly.
lah
And
macam
then
tu.
it gives a bad impression to
Which
what Pilates.
pernah jadi for you
Of
personally.
course, because people will get traumatized, and also I hear it from my colleagues also. Because it's a common phenomenon where people want convenience and also they want to show up, you know. So at the end of the day, they come, you want to welcome them. Tak nak lah macam okay, they terjoin, like accidentally join an advanced class and then you macam, sorry, you tak boleh join class ni, you noob lagi. You want to still welcome them. But it does put a lot of like stress on the instructor, because let's say they want to do a really hard move and then you join that class and then you rasa macam, alamak, I tak boleh buat apa-apa. You want to make them feel better than when they came in, right? So that's like at the root of it all. For me, I want movement to be a way that you feel stronger and more empowered. I don't want you to leave class feeling like, oh my god, I was crap at that.
Okay, then like the paling mencabar, yang paling yang mencuit hati lah boleh kata.
Other than my class that you taught the other day. No, I'm just
ke kelas yang Imran masuk tu.
Itu kawan-kawan bola semua.
Bola.
And my sister.
Ada gambar kalau korang pergi Instagram Mori Ido.
Yes, we're going to speak a little bit
Kalau
about
pergi
Mori
Instagram Mori Ido, ada satu post tu Imran.
Ya Allah, teruk betul.
Dia senyum kot dalam gambar tu, tapi tersiksa.
Tekan kaki video. Ada video kan?
Syahir ambil.
Okay. So basically yang paling you have been an instructor for more than 5 years, right? 6-7 years.
Roughly,
So yang paling macam yang macam, alamak,
the people lah, the community, the people that you get to meet. Like, you mean what pulls at my heartstrings lah kan?
Yang maybe an incident ke apa ke.
Okay, yeah. That was this really, really sweet. I started recently back my Mac community classes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I would say like Pilates, you can say whatever about it, but at the end of the day, it is quite expensive to do.
Yep.
It is really expensive, right?
Okay.
Yeah, for some people, it's not something easy for you to access. So macam with Mat Pilates, I can price it slightly lower. So I started community classes again where it's priced slightly lower with these two sisters in Subang Jaya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Kita Balance.
Okay.
Kita Balance.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Kita Balance is a wonderful community built by these two sisters. They wanted to create a safe space.
Okay.
So I started classes again, which I really, really love, where it's community based and it's slightly cheaper. And then this girl has been joining my classes for quite some time, and I didn't even know that I was giving her this impression and this kind of feeling of like feeling empowered. Because one day after class, I was totally dumbstruck. She came up to me and then she passed me this envelope.
Okay.
And then this envelope, they tulis the whole thing of like, Raihan, going for your classes has given me like so much confidence. I always made myself small, but the fact that you always told us to show up for classes, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. The fact that you told us to show up for classes,
like acknowledgement and penghargaan dia lah.
She wrote everything that she felt from my classes, because like you think it's just exercise, but for some people, it's to show up is susah. It's really hard.
Sebenarnya in my head sekarang ni, you sebenarnya cikgu juga.
Betul.
So sebenarnya Teachers Day tu 16 Mei tu you patut celebrate sekali lah.
We do celebrate.
You celebrate juga?
I mean, some of my clients, they will come up to me and be like, kasih kuih, kasih uji.
Okay.
Yeah. So you do create this bond with them. So that's why I mean, like, you cannot just get any instructor, you cannot just get any teacher, because you macam ada favourite teacher. Like let's say you nak belajar English kat sekolah, you tak suka gila, tapi you buat cikgu tuition dengan kelas dengan cikgu tuition you macam tiba-tiba it click. Clicks. And then you like them better. So it's the same concept with exercise, with anything really. When you're learning something new, it really depends on the person that's teaching you the thing, right? Can they impart the knowledge?
So tadi Imran dia kata dia ada studio yang you join tadi, the mat tu.
Correct.
You tak ada, dia tak ada attached tu studio yang kau pergi lah?
I pergi yang the one in Shah Alam.
Different studio lah.
Different studio.
And you're not attached to a certain place.
No.
You move around, like, so at the
I
moment,
move around.
like the moment like berapa banyak studios yang you instruct, like
4.
Okay. And basically, do you have to jump everywhere in every day macam tu?
It depends on what scheduling you agreed with the studio.
Okay.
So actually nowadays in Malaysia itself, it's not common for you. Like they do try to provide full-time options, tapi it's more common for people to work freelance and part-time.
Okay.
Because the benefits for full-time isn't always great.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And contohnya I had a friend dulu, dia jadi trainer dekat gym.
Okay.
Dia trainer dekat gym. So basically he thought before that dia ingat macam okay, tapi dia ada klien sebelum masuk kerja. So that means pukul 6 sampailah habis kerja, and last klien dia pukul 11 malam. Itu dia in-house lah.
Yes.
So are you saying kalau in-house akan macam tu juga?
Sort of, yeah. It depends
lah.
on the studio if you agree upon like those kind of hours. Tapi the thing is like studios macam it depends which area you're at lah.
Okay.
Sebab some studios they will offer like I would say certain areas they're very big on waking up early and exercising. So they have those options of like awal gila punya timing and then lambat gila punya timing like after work hours. So I feel like the biggest crowds are always after work crowd.
Okay.
Sebab they want to like go straight and exercise, lepas tu balik terus macam tu.
Okay, so for you, how hectic is your
Schedule.
Ke dulu
You
lagi
have classes
hectic, sekarang okay
You have
sikit?
classes daily, or they will be like a day break in a week?
You can choose. So that's why kalau you work freelance, you can kind of choose your days and you can kind of choose your hours because it's what you agree upon with the studio lah. So like for me right now, I work like maybe 5 to 6 days a week. Tapi macam let's say pagi tu I buat 4 kelas, lepas tu the rest of the day I'm free. Tapi it depends how you schedule it. So this is a whole other
Lebih
discussion.
flexible lah
Yeah,
for you.
it's sort of flexible. Tapi also sometimes because you want to rack up the hours because like we are paid by the hour, you might want to take up more hours.
Yeah.
You have a community juga. That's not the studio.
Yes, I mean like it is more like an Instagram community thing
Do you
lah.
mind sharing a bit about Mori Ido?
Okay, cool. Mori Ido is something that was birthed during COVID actually.
Okay.
Oh.
Zoom class. Bukan?
It's like sort of just my identity and persona for everyone to kind of contact and also connect with.
Stage name lah.
Gitu.
Oh, stage name.
Arif punya muka, can we rewind back, right?
Tak apa,
Tak sempat lah tengok tadi.
Tak apa, nanti tengok balik.
Patut tengok
Ada
balik.
dekat YouTube, so you guys
It's just
boleh
stage
tekan
name.
balik. Oh, stage name.
Kind of.
Oh, kita panggil dia Mori Ido.
Mori Ido lah
je
lepas ni.
It's not a community.
It's a community.
It's a stage name.
Sort of. Sebab macam I didn't want to put my name there. Because at that point everyone was putting like Pilates with this, yoga with this. Tapi I didn't want Pilates with Raihan. That kind of thing.
Okay, Mori Ido, boleh tak cerita macam mana
Wait,
seorang
janganlah.
Mori Ido itu
Mori
keluar?
Ido.
Kan? Macam mana you create Mori Ido tu?
I'm a big Japanese
Fan.
fan.
Okay.
Yeah. So I grew up watching a lot of anime.
Okay.
So I suka sangat belajar pasal like Japanese culture and also concepts and also the language itself lah.
Okay, so Mori
I thought
Ido
like
stands for?
Mori is forest, Ido means movement.
Oh,
Mind blown.
oh, forest movement.
Forest movement, because at that point I felt calmness in the forest.
Okay.
I love hiking. I love being at the parks.
Okay.
And then Ido was movement. So let's say if I ever wanted to branch out from Pilates itself, I know this is straying away a little bit, I would have that space to call my own still.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
not
you can
just
still using that.
I'm not just football Imran, you know, that kind of thing. So like you go to Instagram, you're thinking football. For me, it's more like I want to encourage movement. I tak kisah what movement it is, but it's movement. It just
Okay.
so happens that I teach Pilates.
Are you trying to venture it out soon? Or
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then we will have another session about that.
Oh my god, yes.
So Mori
Tengah work in
Ido
progress.
is just you on social media.
Yeah.
Orang follow you. So itu adalah you.
Yeah, that's me.
Bukanlah community.
No, it's
No.
more for people to contact, like connect, macam tu, like persona.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Faham.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add about Mori Ido?
Yeah, if you want to know about my classes, you want to know, like, have questions to contact me and stuff like that, it's all on Mori Ido. So I usually share a lot of knowledge and also a lot of like my insights on movement and also what I think wellness is.
In
In
Mori
Mori
Ido.
Ido, yeah.
Okay.
I see.
Sebab ada juga yang nampak, the reason why I thought it was a community because I nampak macam come to this session. Come to this session.
I would
Mori-
like, and I like that you thought it was that, because that's literally what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to not just be, I follow it because of Raihan. I follow it because I want to be connected with these women and these people. I want it to give that community vibe. Honestly, I feel like nowadays we're lacking kampong, like a whole group of people who just do things together. You know?
Okay. Sekarang ni I nak test you, bagi cepu mas sikit. Boleh tak bagi like you cakap you buat teknik breathing kan? Boleh tak ajar I dengan Imran sikit macam mana nak kita nak breathing ni
Korang
sikit?
nak get physical ke?
Basically hari ni I dah minta my producer fee untuk tangan pakai mic stand.
Tak payah pakai mic
So
stand,
kalau you nak diri sikit pun boleh je, tak ada masalah. Before we wrap up to the
Because
segment.
she did mention that in Pilates not just doing movement, you need to do your breathing technique correctly kan.
So contohnya basically if you want to stand pun boleh, kalau kita nak duduk sit up straight pun tidak ada masalah.
Okay, you can just
quick
sit.
one lah.
Yeah,
A quick
just
one.
breathing, right?
Yeah,
So there's
breathing.
this concept in Pilates called deep diaphragmatic breathing.
Deep dive.
Diaphragmatic.
Oh, diaphragm. Okay. Oh,
So
yeah.
meaning
dah
like
seronok ni aku dah.
okay. Just.
Okay.
So basically
dah
like
bunyi
when
kan.
we breathe,
Okay.
we breathe a lot more towards our chest kan.
Okay.
Tapi the concept with deep diaphragmatic breathing is that it's 3-dimensional breathing.
Okay.
So instead of just breathing shallow towards the front, try and breathe more towards the sides and the back.
Okay, so kembangkan dia tepi-tepi sini.
Yeah, so a way that a lot of instructors macam ajar is that, sekejap let me show.
Okay, so basically dia akan, so
Pegang your ribs.
Raihan ada pegang dia punya ribs one side to another.
Yeah.
Okay. So then after that,
And then after that, you just breathe into your fingers lah. Sebab a lot of times kita, when you breathe, you automatically you breathe to your chest, right? Tapi your fingers being there, you want to breathe towards your fingers.
Oh, so
it's just giving yourself feedback. So hold it for a second. Kembang ke belakang dengan ke tepi. And then exhale, blow it out like a hot cup of coffee. Macam
And you breathe in through the nose as well.
So for people who also like macam have anxiety, they hold a lot of like tightness at the throat. It helps a lot. So macam when you focus on grounding and also breathing, you actually bring your awareness elsewhere. Sebab you've seen people who have panic attack kan?
Yes.
When you have panic attack, they tell you to like touch, focus on your senses, right?
okay.
Yeah, so like touch something, tell what you smell. It's basically to just distract you and ground you.
Okay.
Instead of focusing on the alarm blaring in your head, you're focusing on something else. So with breathing also, in case for those of you that have anxiety and you want to like do something on the spot, breathing is great. So if you can do that breathing where you just focus and expand towards the front, the sides and the back, like that deep breathing, you'll be able to calm yourself better.
So basically kepada yang pendengar lah, tadi dia tiba-tiba dengar senyap je. So just explain balik lah.
Okay.
So you peluk diri you.
Lepas tu letak 3 jari.
Letak 3 jari.
I mean boleh letak setangan.
So letak setangan sekali lah. Okay. So basically you peluk, if you are listening, you peluk yourself and then make sure your hands are touching at the side of your body.
The ribs lah.
Ribs lah
Yeah.
kan. Bawah sikit kita punya gitar pula. Apa nama dia? Tulang ni lah.
Okay.
So basically then after that you tarik nafas. Make sure kembangkan sampai ke rasa.
Paling max yang korang boleh tarik nafas.
Okay, I rasa
Like
pegang
your-
satu belah je sebab ni. So nampak lah I punya bila I tarik ni sebelah sini je lah yang besar sikit. And then you hembus macam tiup kopi. Panas kan?
Panas.
You nak kopi ke you nak teh? Mana-mana lah.
Oh, okay. Dia bukan hissing lah. Dia macam tiup.
It's like blowing raspberries like macam tu.
And then when you are doing, macam tadi kalau nak relate back to Pilates also, when you are doing the movement,
Yes.
Macam tu
like
lah
when
juga
you
kan?
are
Yes.
maybe like pulling, then you
When you're executing the exercise.
Okay.
So let's say you tengah duduk je, you don't breathe. You breathe in first, and then when you're doing that movement, baru you exhale. Sebab bila you exhale, your body feels tighter and the muscles contract.
Okay.
So when the muscles contract, you can do it's like I would say, I always tell people sebab I tengok anime banyak kan.
Okay.
It's like a power up. Bila
okay.
you nak jadi OP tu, you exhale.
So maksudnya dalam kelas tu, you punya kelas semua orang tengah tengok kopi lah.
Tengok kopi lah.
Oh.
Ada yang audible, ada yang tak. Okay, janganlah korang.
I don't know.
Jangan pui-pui macam tu.
Oh, okay. They all together in sync.
sama-sama.
Kena
Some people will
follow
blow
Mori.
louder, some people will just quietly breathe lah. Sekarang ni kita semua tarik nafas kan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that short
Activity
lah.
Breathing technique.
For us today. And kepada actually kalau yang mendengar tu, you guys follow pun, thank you for joining class with Mori Ido. Betul kan?
A short one.
A short one lah. So kalau nak lebih, nanti boleh kita akan letak dia punya socials. And now I nak bagi you chance for you to look at the camera and to tell kepada maybe an advice or in general to people, to ajak people to
Join Pilates.
join Pilates ke join your class ke. Join your class later to follow. Ni untuk in general kepada orang yang maybe diorang nak pergi tapi sampai hari ni tiba-tiba dah 2 tahun tak pergi-pergi lagi. Yes. And also to add yang macam it's for all. It's not just for
Correct.
Women ke apa
So
semua
there's
kan.
this common like quote that people always say. So if there's one thing that I can leave you with is that Pilates is for everybody. So regardless, So regardless of whether you're thin, whether you're slightly larger, you feel like you have this injury, you feel like you're not healthy, you need to like start running first baru boleh join Pilates. No. It's like regardless of where you are in life, you can join Pilates. You just have to start. So that's why I say find your community, find someone you trust, find a place where you feel quite interested and curious about, and then join the class. Just do it. You show up and you'll feel great.
Lelaki or perempuan,
Lelaki,
right?
Regardless of
even like just now dia cakap pasal like pregnant woman.
pregnant woman boleh. Yes. So that's why I say it's for every and then space body. So not everybody but everybody, because a lot of people that come to me, diorang cakap macam, oh, I am slightly bigger, can I join Pilates? Sebab I tengok orang yang kurus saja join Pilates.
And then apa, weight limit ke apa ke,
weight
all
limit
that,
and then also they say like macam, oh, I'm a guy, can I join Pilates? It was made by a guy.
Okay.
So if you're looking
Joseph
to try,
Pilates.
just try, honestly.
Okay, so now we're gonna go this or that segment.
A quick
for Pilates.
Oh, you're
we have
excited
done.
for this, huh?
Thank you so much, Raihan.
Thank you, guys.
Also known as Mori Ido. Yes, betul kan?
Betul.
Yes. So now we're gonna ask you this or that Pilates. Alternately, me and Imran's gonna like ask a question. So the first one, the post Pilates, protein shake or teh tarik? Apa kau buat soalan nak boy ni? Nak boy tak
Siapa
ada.
producer ni?
Nah, just a context, nak boy is not here today. So kita protein shake or teh tarik?
After class,
Teh tarik, hands down.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like protein shake, I like to take it before class.
Okay, sambung. Imran, your turn.
Group class or private session?
Group class.
Group class.
Ada ke private session sekarang? Still ada lah.
Ada, yeah.
Okay.
I teach private sessions, ada.
Oh,
Okay, Pilates for strength or Pilates for flexibility?
Strength.
Okay.
Barefoot Pilates or grippy socks Pilates?
Oh, barefoot.
Barefoot.
Yes.
Okay. Morning or evening Pilates?
Oh, this is a good question. Morning.
Morning
Yeah, because after you dah habis, you can have your teh tarik.
Ni you fikir as an instructor or as someone yang datang?
As an instructor.
Okay.
As someone yang datang pun, because I like to start my day early and then you feel like, oh, I won.
Betul.
Makes sense, betul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listening to calming music during Pilates or silence?
Oh, music.
With music.
No doubt music. My music is very important.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Pilates with a view of nature or an urban studio setting?
Ooh.
Forest
Nature.
movement. Forest
Nature,
movement.
nature,
kan?
Since we are
Yeah.
there, so ada juga you pernah try class, instruct class not in a studio, is it?
Yeah, outside classes macam in the forest dekat park.
Park Subang tu, the one that you mentioned just
Park
now lah.
Subang,
Park
yeah.
Subang. I see.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now we're gonna end. Tolong bagi us your favourite quote or kata-kata that keeps you going.
Ooh. Okay. So my favorite quote throughout my career as an instructor, because I'm
Yes.
here as an instructor,
Yes.
is feel the fear but do it anyway.
Feel the fear?
But do it anyway. It's like, yeah, because I think like half the opportunities that you're pushed into with the Pilates career or the industry, is very nerve-wracking because you're basically doing public speaking.
Okay.
Even being here today on this podcast also, it's like it's a lot of talking. Like you think like at your certification you were gonna like end up being on a podcast. No,
Okay,
they don't
faham.
prep you for these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then because like you accept that these are things that are gonna launch you in a direction or a path that's good for your growth, so you just do it anyways, despite it being nerve-wracking.
Okay.
So I think like even teaching a class, it scared me a lot. Like I said, people will come to my class and then tiba-tiba, oh, I'm beginner, tapi join an advanced class.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
you macam on the spot, you tak boleh lah macam, I don't want to do this, bye,
Okay,
I'm going
okay,
home.
okay,
No,
okay.
you have to like be upfront about it and like deal with
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
So I feel like that's something that keeps propelling me forward.
Okay, kepada sesiapa yang telah mendengar dan menonton pada hari ini dan rasa macam tertarik nak masuk dalam kelas you. So, can you tell to everybody how do they get in touch with you on socials?
Okay, I'm on Instagram. You can type out MORI.IDO, the thing that Arif keeps
Mori
repeating.
Ido?
Mori Ido.
Forest movement.
Forest movement, correct.
Yeah.
Not
Bagi dia forest
many
movement.
people know that, okay?
Okay.
Because it's not even in the bio or anything. But
Okay.
today you learn the meaning
Okay.
of Mori Ido. So you can just slide into my DMs there, ask about classes, ask about questions or follow-up things that you're curious about from today's session. Yeah, so just hit me up there.
Yes, pasal kelas je tuan-tuan dan puan-puan.
Betul.
Yes, nothing else.
Yes. Okay, Imran, how do you feel about today?
It's really giving me like a different perspective of Pilates lah today
Okay.
kan. Macam now we know that it's not for women's,
Yeah.
for guys. I mean even invented by a guy.
Dia memang campur lah. Semua orang boleh.
Campur, semua boleh. And then like initially I thought it was like mostly for flexibility, but now we know also even footballers they do for strengths and all
Yes,
kan.
yes.
So it really is like an eye opening for all of us. And even though I've been to a Pilates class once, so maybe kita pergi one time, jom sekali.
How did you
Kita
feel
boleh
during
cuba.
my class?
Yeah, semua dia nak cuba ya. Okay.
Yeah, she was asking how did I feel about the class.
How?
As a first timer kan?
Yeah, that was actually my second time lah. The first one tu kan you
Oh yeah.
So basically you sign up for advance ke apa?
No, it was beginner
okay.
and it was just me and my
Your other
sister was
friends?
there,
Okay.
my football friends was there, and we love it maybe because
Kenal
Raihan
lah.
was the instructor, and then
Okay.
we felt very comfortable, and then like she also make it like she knows that everyone first time dekat situ,
Okay.
so we felt welcome, and also I'm really looking to go.
I'm looking forward to
go another one lah.
Yeah, honestly for me also thank you so much Raihan for even like sharing banyak actually sebenarnya.
Yeah.
Raihan sebenarnya is in between classes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So after this kita kena rush juga, tapi sebab itulah extend time sikit.
It's
Minta
fine.
maaf kepada orang semua yang to your class after this. Harap sampai on time. Just want to say that actually before this I already had a respect towards you as a hijabster, as a instructor and all.
That is very
and now
kind of
like you your hardship semua, I'm like wah, respect ah.
Betul.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your like knowledge tu besar lah.
Betul.
Actually.
Alhamdulillah.
Like you said that tak banyak
appreciate that.
instructor,
Tak banyak
yang
instructor
instructors
kan.
and all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so keep
honestly
doing you.
appreciate that. I think that is one of my biggest struggles.
Oh, okay,
But I guess
faham.
it's not a struggle anymore, so that's why I didn't think about it.
okay,
But that was one of my biggest struggles, trying to find a community that I connect to. Because at that point there was not many hijabi. Actually, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In hindsight, that's a good reflection.
Walaupun I tahu baru tahu hari ni Joseph apa nama?
Pilates.
Pilates lah nama dia. Tak ada jauh lah
Yeah,
bagi kawan kan. Tengok bagus lah dia
Yep.
buat macam ni. Dia macam you langgar je kan. So
basically, because at that
respect.
point langsung tak ada hijabi instructor.
Yes.
So it's
Mad
like you
respect
rasa macam is this the right industry I'm in? You know?
So thank you so much Raihan, and thank you juga to everybody yang dengar daripada start to the end. So if you guys want to know more about Mori Ido, kita akan letak links for Mori Ido punya
Instagram.
socials at the links. Akan letak the
Description.
URL at the description. And also kalau you guys tak follow lagi Better Call Sukan and you guys want to know more about other sports, do follow Better Call Sukan on all social medias as well. Thank you so much kepada kita punya sponsor. Kita ada Walker Drinks. So Raihan, this is kalau Walker Drinks ni is a 0 calories drink. So lepas sukan ke, lepas exercise, kalau you nak minum, boleh.
Yep.
Sepatutnya protein shake or walkers.
Soalan anak
betul, nak boy. Protein shake atau walkers. Yes, so
it's a local
it's a local brand. So you guys can catch it. I tengok dekat CU pun dah ada dah sekarang.
Wow.
It's very nice. This drink dia ada flavor peach, lychee, passion fruit, ada macam different like cola and like sasi.
Yeah, dia ada a few others,
kan? Yes, so thank you Walkers for powering Better Call Sukan, and also Kaif. Kaif is a futsal shoe from Kaif. Thank you so much. Kaif has been a very awesome shoe for me. Doing Better Call Sukan and Better Cuba Sukan. I think it's almost telling everybody already. Better Cuba Sukan adalah a different show that we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you so much Kai for the hookup, loving the shoe, and thank you Walkers, loving the drinks. Alright, thank you everybody. We're gonna wrap. Last words, final words from you.
Thank you so much Arif and Imran for hosting me here today.
Yes.
It's been really lovely, and the questions amazing, vibe amazing. So thank you so much for having me here.
Alright, all the best for your class and future.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the best.
I will eventually sampai ke situ jugalah.
Jom.
Okay, Imran, last words.
Thank you Better Call Sukan, to all the production crew and all for having me, and it was very knowledgeable to have Raihan as well as our guest today.
Okay.
And thank you Arif.
Yes, thank you juga kepada everyone also. So I'm gonna wrap. Thank you very much. My name is Arif Daniel,
Imran Saiful,
Raihan.
also known as Mori Ido. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Audio Plus.